Hi everyone, I'm Sarah and welcome to Barre with Sarah. Today we have a great express class featuring our friend the chair. So hopefully you have a chair in your house. If you don't, you can use a bench or a firm sofa or a firm bed. I would recommend you use a sturdy chair, not one with wheels. We will be putting our body weight on the chair. It might help you if you have a wooden chair like I do. I just put a towel on the chair. I've noticed that I slide around a little bit. I've got my mat here. You'll see next to my chair, I have a yoga block. You could also use a book. If you're a little short for your chair, then you can put it under your feet. You can use it for some of the exercises. And then I have two weights, a 6 and an 8 that you can use for some of the exercises if you choose, but whatever weight you have is going to be great. Okay, we're gonna get started. Lots of fun exercises today, lots of modifications depending on your fitness level. So we're gonna start out with some chair taps. It's basically a knee lift like we normally do in class, but we're gonna face into that chair. And, first I'm gonna restart that music because I get a little excited. Me excited, never. Okay, so we're gonna stand nice and tall. We're just gonna tap, tap. So it's a little bit different. It's like our knee lift. We're still standing nice and tall, but we actually have something that we're reaching for. If you're like me, you probably kick your chair. I have one little sore toe, but that's okay. Go ahead and add that twist. So you're just keeping the legs the same, reaching opposite arm towards elbow. Let's come up into those goalpost arms and twists. Just warming up to that torso. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Woo. Go ahead and turn that chair around or move yourself if you're not filming like I am. We're going to go ahead and hold on to that chair and just pull the knee in and back, in and back. So the weight is in that foot. I could let it go if I wanted to. 2, 1. Go ahead, pitch forward, lift that leg up, left. Go to left. Shift that leg back over the heel. Just left. Left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Other leg, doesn't matter which. Just our warm up. Woo! Here we go. Pull and back. Pull and back. I'm holding that chair for support. You could also take your hands off. But again, weight is in that foot. Give me 4. And 3, and 2, and 1. Go ahead and pitch forward, soft bend in that standing leg, and lift, 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 chin in, little lift. Just a few little lifts to warm up the back of that leg for 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Nice job. We're gonna go ahead and come into a chair squat. Sitting facing that chair. Bending those knees, body's going to come forward so you can see I'm mimicking the upper body and lower body angle. Hands lightly resting on that chair pulse. A little down. Gotta do a chair squat with a chair. Sorry, I'm a little literal. Little down, little down. 4, 3. Now we're going to roll through the feet. Just alternating, roll through the feet. So you'll notice as I'm here, nothing else is changing. Sometimes I see people rolling their torso. Just lift those heels. Now take it both up, both down. Both up, both down. Again, I'm not coming up with my heels. Those calves are doing the work for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Nice job. I'm gonna turn my chair. We're gonna just do a quick little seated stretch and twist. Go ahead and take a seat. Oh, it feels good to sit down during a workout. Letting that right arm go down the side of that chair. The left arm reaches up and now twist. And up and over, other side. We're gonna be getting into the obliques today. It's going to feel great. I tell myself that. Let's go ahead and you can reach back towards that chair to help you open. So here would be a little bit less open. Putting that arm on the far side of the chair. Nice, and the other side. If you like stretching with the chair, I have 2 stretching with the chair 10-minute videos. They're linked in the video description. All right, we have no time to waste. This is only 30 minutes. We're gonna move into our first move, which is a Bulgarian split squat. We have not done this in class before, and it's a little bit tricky. So first I'm gonna set you up with a modification. The modification is a good choice for you if you have knee pain, if you feel like your balance isn't really good today, or if you have a lot of soreness in your hip flexors. So the modification for this is going to be holding onto your chair, just a regular lunge, just stepping up. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, doesn't matter which. I'm just coming down and up, which is what we're gonna be doing. Again, remember, you're a carousel horse, coming down and up with that knee not coming past the toe. Okay, so if that's you, that's great. I'm gonna get set up into that flip flop position. We're gonna face away from our chair. And we're gonna start, I'm gonna put my right foot up on that chair. So I'm in hips distance parallel. And now I've gotta bring, wasn't that great? Great, the hop. I've gotta bring this foot forward so that as I come down, you can see my knee does not go past my toe. All right, so hands can be on hips. You can also be here. This is just that little split squat. Down and up. So where are you feeling this split squat? Well, you're definitely feeling this back glute. And as I look at my reflection, my toe is not far enough out. So if you're doing that lunge, you're just going down and up, your own range of motion down and up. Woo! Down and up. Down and up. This is a lot on this front leg. You're gonna feel your quad. Try to press up through your heel. You saw me lose my balance there. Give me 3 and up. 2, woo, and up. 1 and up. Nice job. Okay, we're gonna give that a rest. Go ahead and turn into your chair for a plank. So a couple options. You can do just a regular plank, or you can also come down onto your elbows. All right, if you want to hold that plank today, that's a great option. If you want to progress, you're just going to give me a knee and a knee, out, in, knee, out, in. So why an elevated plank? Well, it's good to mix it up. That's what I believe. There I go, trying to combine moves again. Out. So remember, you could just be holding. You could also be on the knees. Sometimes people ask me which is easier. I think it depends. If you have wrist pain, this is the one for you. But it's really tricky to maintain that full plank. All right, let's do one final hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Woo. Okay. Well, let me see if I can do that split squat a little better on this side. It's a tricky move. Remember, you've got your lunge if you don't like this move. Okay, so opposite leg is going to go back. So the top of that foot is planted on that chair. And you can walk or hop out. And I'm checking my alignment while losing my balance. Down and up. So I am super tight in my hip flexors. You'll see some people at the gym go way down in the split squat. And if that's you, That's great. I'm doing the range of motion that's working for me today while listening to my body and listening to my joints. So down. Whew, this move is really hard for me, but that is okay to do something that really challenges you. And up, remember, you could always be just doing that static lunge on the opposite side. 3 more, here we go, 3. And up, 2, and up, and 1, and up. Nice job. Go ahead and face that chair again. Whew. I need that towel. We're gonna go to some narrow push-ups. Everybody's favorite. So for these narrow push-ups, I want you to go ahead and bring your palms together like blades. And you're gonna shift that weight over. Here we go. Down and up. Down. So this is a tricep push-up. So as you can see, my hands are brushing my ribs. Chin tucked in. Woo. Elevated push-ups are good. It's gonna build your confidence. Woo. Down and up. Down and up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, give me inhale, exhale. Whew. Down, 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 down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up. Go ahead and sit it back. It's kind of like a little modified down dog. Okay, we're gonna come into fold over. We're gonna use the seat of the chair. It's a more advanced position. Doesn't feel good for you today? You can do fold over like we always do, holding on to your support and coming down with that nice straight line head to toe. So I'm gonna go down a little bit deeper. That's what the chair allows us to do. You picked the level that's right for you today. Okay, so we're gonna come down into chair fold over. I am going to step out a little bit. Well, actually I lied, I'm gonna come up on my hands. That feels good for me today. Let's take this front leg forward, front leg back, and you're gonna go ahead and turn it, bring it up, turn it out at the hip, and left, little left. Draw that chin and lift. So you're doing a nice strong core, and throw this far over, and I can see my weight is too far forward. So shift that weight back into the heel on the standing leg, soften the knee, and lift, and lift. This workout feels very balancey today for me, and that's good. Good to do something different. Bend the shape of the leg in half and lift, and lift. Keep your gaze neutral. So looking down towards your chair or the floor if you're holding onto your support. Nice job. Here we go. 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Go ahead and bring it down. Give me a little side to side. And whatever grip feels comfortable for here on the chair is good for you. I'm on the sides. You could have your palms in the middle. Okay, we're gonna balance that out. So now this front leg's gonna be my base. This back leg is gonna come out. I'm gonna soften that standing leg, and then we're gonna shift that weight back. Lift that back leg up. Turn it out at the hip and lift. Lift. Just little lifts. Oh, see, I crept forward again. So I was here, but I want to be back over the heel. And lift. Really pressing through the heel, that standing leg, and lift. Ooh. 8, 7, 6 more. We're going to that pretzel. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend that leg in half, and we lift. Little lift. Ooh, there on my weight again, and lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. All right, we're gonna come into a bicep curl. This is our one weighted exercise. So go ahead and grab one weight. I have a 6 and an 8. I don't know what I'm gonna be using today, but we're gonna do concentration curls. So go ahead and take a seat on your chair. I'm in the corner. It's a smaller chair. You could be seated the regular way. Go ahead and put that weight in your right hand, and you're gonna lean over and draw your shoulders back down into their place. The elbow is gonna be on the inner side of your thigh, and then you're gonna lift, lift, lower, and lower. Lift, lift, I really like the concentration curl because it isolates the bicep. Woo! And down. That also allows you to get a really full range of motion. So when you come down, make sure you come all the way down. Lift, lift, lower, and lower. Lift, lift, lower, and lower. Nice job. And again, you have to lean over for the concentration curl, but there's a difference between this and this. Nice job. And lower, lower. You could be going a little bit slower if you needed to. You don't want you going faster, really. It's hard to get a full range of motion once we go all the way down and all the way up. Give me 2, and all the way down. 1, and all the way down. Nice job. Let's give a little stretch to that forearm. It worked hard. All right, I'm going to stick with this 8, not today, 6. So go ahead and bring it into that left hand. Again, extending that arm all the way out, pressing that elbow into the inner thigh, rolling those shoulders into their place. Here we go. Up and up, down and down. So I mentioned that block. You could also use a block or a book if your feet just feel too far from the ground. It's totally fine. Up, up, down, down. With a concentration curl, sometimes we need to go a little bit lighter because it is isolating. So if you feel yourself swinging, that's a sign. So for example, if you come all the way down and have to use momentum, then just try lighter weight today. You'll get there. Up and up, down and down. Up and down. 2 more. Up and up, down and down. Last time. And down. Nice job. A little release for the bicep and the wrist, the forearm. All right, let's set our weights aside. I'm going to do a fun little circuit now. So we're going to start with a seated bicycle. I love bicycles. There's a great one coming for you next week. So for the seated bicycle, you have a couple options. One option is to just do the legs, but I'm going to invite you to put your hands behind your ears. Sit back just a little bit, so we're not rolling back. We're sitting back with that flat back and just lifting. So trying to keep that chest up. I don't want you bringing the chest down to the knee, like the knee coming up to the elbow. So again, a little bit of spinal flexion is okay. You just don't need to overdo it. Nice job. Keep twisting. You've got 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Nice job. Bring on the tricep dips. This is a really intense exercise. I actually popped my sternum doing this one. If you don't like this exercise, I want you to come down to the floor and do those reverse push-ups that we do. Remember when you sit and lean back? This is basically the same exercise, but it's really easy to put all the weight in your arms and not take it in the legs. So I want you to modify if you need to. Go ahead and bring your hands up to the edge of your chair, and you're going to scoot that butt off the chair, and then you're just going to take it down and up, down and up. So do I have a lot of weight in my arms? Yes, I do. But I still, by using my feet are sturdy. I'm not pressing up through the feet, but it's help holding that weight. 8, and 7, and 6. Remember, you could be doing this on the floor. 4, and 3. Woo! 2, 1. Nice job. Go ahead and take a seat. We're going to do some little inner thigh lifts. So let's start. I'm going to start with my left. No, yes, left leg. I'm going to turn just a little bit so you can see me better. So I've got this left leg. I'm going to turn it out. That looks like my right now. It's my left. I'm going to turn it out at the hip, sitting nice and tall. I'm going to lift that leg up and pulse and pulse. So all inner thigh. You're welcome. People always say they want more inner thigh. Okay, so what's the tendency in this? This is the tendency. That's why I want you to sit nice and forward and lift and lift. Even lean a little bit forward if you need to. If this just feels, you keep lifting, this just feels too weird on the chair, It's basically doing this lift with a flexed foot. So even when we stand, we want to lean back. So sometimes we have to think a little bit forward. Keep going, lift and lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 right now. Okay, we're gonna repeat that little circuit. So stand back up to that bicycle, sitting up nice and tall, and bringing knee to elbow, not elbow to knee. So really this upper body is giving you the rotation, and the lower body is gonna be a lot of abs. Trying to keep that back nice and tall, not slumping. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. One quick little set of triceps. You're welcome. Okay, whew. Inhale, exhale. Taking that butt just off that chair. We go down and up, down and up. You notice I'm not going super far. Tricep dips, we never really want to go that far unless you're really confident in the move. For 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. And now we're going to do the little lifts on the right side. It's going to look like my left. Sit up nice and tall. Turn out that foot. Lift and lift. Lift. Really flexing that foot, pulling the toes back, feeling it right here in that inner thigh. And yes, if the foot is straight as I want it to be, you're going to get quad 2. We're going to do a short little mat series after this, and then we're done. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right, we're going to come down to the mat, and we're going to start with my favorite. I think that's one of the trickier ones. Make sure the area around your chair is clear, because we're going to do booty rainbows, which I love. Okay, so for the booty rainbow, I'm going to start with my right foot. So I'm going to be here in tabletop. I'm going to extend that right leg up. I'm going to do my best to lift that leg up and over the chair. So up and over. Trying to change nothing else in my body. Your gaze should ideally be neutral. I'm looking at you to make sure that it looks okay. Some control is good. You may bump your chair. That's okay. This is also testing your proprioception. So how does your body understand where it or other things are in space? Nice job. You're doing great. You're watching me bump. Last rainbow. Up and over, up and over. All right, let's switch that out. So coming to that left leg, maybe moving yourself a little bit to the left side of the mat. Extending that leg, core is in, up and down. There we go. So once you know what you're doing, you can keep that gaze neutral, just like a plank looking about 6 inches in front of your face. Woo. Deep core turning on for me. If your hands hurt, you can always make a fist, and that's another way. Woo. And bumping like crazy, but my booty is on fire. Give me one more rainbow. Over and back. All right, we finally get to lay down. Once you come all the way up to the chair, we're going to put our legs up onto that chair. Whew. Hands are going to come behind the head. And we're going to crunch up and up, down and down. I'm not a big fan of a crunch normally, but we're mixing it up today. Up and up, down and down. Trying to lift with that core. Sometimes I feel like I use my hands too much, so you can take your arms up. If that helps, that's making you really squeeze those muscles. And the last one, and down. All right, we're gonna do an elevated bridge. This is gonna be really tricky. It's gonna put a lot of work into those hamstrings, so it's moving the work from the booty to the hamstrings. So if you don't like this elevated version, you can just do a regular bridge with your feet on the floor. Or can go ahead and join me. I'm gonna move my towel out of the way. And I'm gonna put my little sticky feet right here at the edge of this chair. And I'm gonna pop all the way up. So down and down, up and up. So try to keep those shoulders broad. I want your gaze going straight up at that ceiling. So you're not looking forward. We're already putting more pressure into the upper spine to this elevated position. So again, gaze up, maybe even a little bit behind you. Whew, and up. Really should be feeling this in the hamstrings. You get a little booty sweep to the top, down, and up, down, and up. 2 more, take it down, and up. Last one, take it down, up, and hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it down 1 vertebra at a time. Oh, goodness, that felt great. Go ahead and wiggle away from that chair. And just give me a quick little spine twist to release that. So taking your knees to one side. And up and over to the other side. And then we're actually going to stretch using that chair. All right, go ahead and roll to your side. Push yourself up to a seated position. All right, let's start with a hip ham. We've got a chair for that today. So go ahead and take 1 foot forward, the other back. I don't really care which. Making sure your knee is over toe. Oh, extra towel. I hope you like these short little workouts. I hope they bring some variety. You get some bar things that you've seen, and hopefully some that you haven't seen. Nice job. So really pressing down, opening that hip flexor. Let's go ahead and walk that back knee in and extend that leg nice and long. Pulling that chest through. I have a great 60-minute classic bar class for you next week. Got some of my favorites. My favorite moves are making an appearance. A new bicycle variation, which is my favorite, slash the toughest I've ever seen. It's going to be great. All right, let's go ahead and switch that out. So now taking whatever your other foot forward was, coming back, making sure that knee is over the heel, pressing down, opening that hip flexor, nice and strong in your upper body. And walking that back foot in, knee underneath your hips, and sitting back. Think about pulling that hip back just a little bit, pulling that chest through. All right, nice job. We're going to go ahead and take a seat. I'm going to turn my chair to face you. Just to make it a little bit easier. I'm definitely going to need my block for this one. So we're going to come into a seated figure 4. It's a featured exercise in my stretching workouts. So you can elevate that foot as I've done. But it's a figure 4. It's just seated. We've got both hands since we're not worried about balance. Really think about rotating open. A great trick to do in a chair that I found is a little bit easier is to slide your booty back just a little bit and try to untuck that hip. So as I slide the booty back, I'm trying to put my weight lower down on the glute, if that makes sense. I'm not sure that made sense. But there's things we can play with in the chair that seem a little bit easier. Stay here, or if you want a little bit more, you can go ahead and bring that leg up and over. So like our naked stretch, and then pull knee into opposite shoulder. And again, I can think about taking up my booty, taking it back. Oh, just an inch really increases that stretch. Whew. Nice job. Okay, let's go ahead and switch that out. Remember, we've got only short little stretch segments. They've got 2 stretching with the chair segments in the description of this video for you. Each is 10 minutes long. Great thing to use to break up your workday or right now, since you have your chair. Okay, so really using this hand to help churn out. So we're churning out the whole leg at the hip joint, staying here, or progressing, trying to take that heel to the chair, and then pulling shoulder, opposite knee to shoulder. Nice job. And release. Okay, before we close out this workout, I just wanted to quickly go over for our 2 upcoming express workouts this month. What that's going to be, it's got some different equipment than we've used before. So I wanted to show you what I'll be using and give you some examples of things to modify with. This is all in the video description, which you can find on my channel. You click on the drop down on the right side, this is upcoming live streams. So 2 weeks from now, we're going to be doing resistance tubing workouts. So you've probably seen these before. They've got the little handles. I love these. One of my favorite things to play with. You can get them, this is Spree is the brand name, but you can get them at any sporting goods store. Don't spend more than $15 or $20 on one. But not everybody has this, so I want to talk about some of the substitutions you could use. If you have a TheraBand, and we've used these before, you could also use a TheraBand for some of the exercises. These are big for physical therapy. So if you have a TheraBand, great, you can use that. You can also, for some of them, use our booty bands. I know a lot of you love these, and you've come to my workouts with the booty bands. Neither the TheraBand or the booty band's a perfect substitute, but it's going to provide a similar training because you've got the eccentric and concentric tension that you get when you do both parts of the move. If you have neither of those or none of those 3, it's totally fine. You can use dumbbells, but again, with a dumbbell, as you contract, you're getting a lot more work, whereas with the resistance bands, when you release, kind of doubling your work, which is why they're so hard. Okay, so that's 2 weeks from now. And then the very end of the month, so actually 4 weeks from now, we're going to be doing, I'm so excited about this, ankle weights. This is one of my favorite things to take with me traveling in before times. This is a 2-pound ankle weight. You can do 1, 2, 3 pounds. Use more than enough. For the crafty out there among you, there are great tutorials online of how to make your own using just fabric and sand, or fabric and dried like lentils or beans. I'm not that crafty. If you are also not that crafty, for some of the exercises, you can substitute a 2 or 3 pound dumbbell. So it's not perfect. You can't tape it to your leg, but there are some things when we do exercises, you can put it behind your knee for some of them, or on the inner thigh for some of them. So again, a dumbbell is a substitute. I really am trying with these Monday Express, I guess they're all Monday classes, but with the equipment workouts, to mix in things that are really common, like a chair that we all have, and then some things that are a little bit different. But remember, Barre with Sarah, you can always do it without any equipment. You don't need anything. If you have a mat and something to hold on to, you're great. Anything beyond that is extra. So if you look at the workout and think, oh, but I don't have that thing. If you have dumbbells, you can do all of these workouts. Even if you had body weight, you could make it work. So I really hope I'm going to see you for the next 2 express classes, well, and all the classes on the channel, because I love shaking and changing with you. So thanks, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this chair workout. And if you have any questions about the upcoming workouts or any feedback, put it in the comments below. Thanks, everyone. Bye.